tuned to
Entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV. Your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV. Your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
all right baby a wohwe bibia amigidi se oba dia dawroma ohu eye se na meso me ho ye ewo Telegram class Hanobi. For the past 3 days, he treated topic be about being a practitioner and how to take care of yourself, or being a practitioner and how to avoid attacks. Kaimu say we a student Telegram class definitely the desire for you to practice spiritualism is high. It's very, very, very high. With time, you will have the passion to always want to help others. That is how spiritualism is all about helping others to come out of their predicament. That is the work of a spiritual person. The work of a spiritual person. So, and then the first time I share me a mepacho more human too. Aha, yesuya abe isemwa ha. Zemeka abe isemwa. Ayani binti ase. Learning one particular thing to understand it and practice it. Meaning you have become a witch or a wizard in that particular field. And the kind of field I make about herbs, how we can study herbs and use them for our spiritual purposes. And in a class and baby when a bit more the more idea, a bit more fairly, all the senses will be active. And Jimmy Pacho say I don't know first time and you may be one of me can say emu do a Telegram class at times if you want me go beyond to say it as it is, unlike when I am being interviewed. I am a show to me from one Telegram class. I give it to you as it is, Pacho, inti motion and so. Pacho say, "Oh, USA." Say, "Oh, USA." Be Pacho, Fre a year number na egu phone o screen no so no. Fre number na egu screen so no. Say, "Oh, Fre, me ba US." O say, "O pese umbuku for ana unia." Say, "Oh, outside Ghana, me Pacho Fre number na egu screen so no." Number no UK, United Kingdom. So fresh number we are also pomocho opese onye reservation na abra meba UK opese unimi Asia na menhwe whatever your spiritual issues may be near resolve with the help of the holy ones in the pacho, because the entire ema make us afraid say enye ahomaso ana bibi the office suits are use reception and lobby enye me nko a ebi won man about 300 suits anyway into all these 300 offices obi receive visitors it is me nko a in a day. If me receive about 15 to 20 people na omu nyina ba atego a people actually will be how the place will be very packed. It will be very packed. Enya dia omo ka ho excuse me to say omani beje and you always it is advisable say you be for the right channel as to you be book appointment so fair you'll be given the time hobetimi ahia me and then the venue it is wow New Jersey wow Ben New York wa obe New York no ubetimi ayo reservation no a gide ya mewo New York na waba bishia me nso a owo Virginia owo Maryland Maryland owo DC wherever you are no bend these areas no and so ubetimi afre number na egu screen so no na watch dates would bishia me na you have chance one-on-one to resolve these issues issues we no me pacho make I will say and too much so won't me resolve ubetimi a resolve and share so na ye share and topic ye hwe no how to avoid daily attacks. How to avoid daily attacks. Okay, and I said daily practice to avoid spiritual daily attacks. Okay, and so you being a spiritual person, if you are now a spiritual person, you are not a student. You just stumble upon Click TV, then it will go a long way to help you to understand certain things in life as to how enyema operating this kind of universe you woman. It will go a long way to help you and don't be part of sharing so. Say you can say daily practice that it doesn't mean say uye bibia involve spell. Uye bibia involve spell and I say uye incantation be other things for yourself and as a way to avoid these attacks. But there are basic things that you can adapt them and use them daily. You can adapt them and use them daily as a practitioner. I have so many things I use before I come to work. I have so many things I use before I come to work. I might burn my incense, which is one. I might use my holy water, which is two. I might light a candle in my inner chambers before I leave home to the office. I might even open a liquid incense to work for me as well. But that's what I say. All these now may to avoid attacks that can happen to me, because when you are helping people to come out of their situation, be prepared, say, automatically also you will face challenge. But just say HDMI no affect you video na you free machine no na video ni smooth why you free na ni smooth now and you know dia oye no enyema me ba be church o nyina no enyema oye a it will cleanse you. It will cleanse your biomagnetic energy system. No? This biomagnetic energy system, no, it is what enables you to be able to practice the spiritual aspects of the human being. Okay? When you are practicing the spiritual aspect of the human being, then it means you've studied the universe very well to understand it in and out, how it operates. That is why I said, say, abayisem ena yesua wahanom. It is also abayisem ena yesua wahanom. We are going deeper to understand how this universe works. And you can't become a spiritual person without knowing how the universe works, unless you are a witch or a wizard. And being a witch or a wizard does not necessarily mean going to choose someone's meat at night, casting evil spirits or evil spells on others. No, that is not what I mean. I'm talking of the good side. We are learning to adapt all these informations that universe is giving us. For instance, for you to have a sound mind, without a sound mind, like I said, if you are not having a sound mind, there's no way your chakras will be balanced. Okay, the chakras can never be balanced unless you have a sound mind. When you are disturbed, automatically the chakras becomes imbalanced. So if you are a practitioner and someone is coming to you for help and you are having an imbalanced chakra, how do you resolve their issues? Okay, how do you resolve them? Maybe you might have gotten a news about a beloved person in your life, so your heart is saddened, and I would call that. Can you say abra wodan? Oh, sorry, you don't wake up with the same sadness. No. As a practitioner, you should be able to know when to cut this sadness off or out of our lives. As practitioners, we should know when to cut this sadness out of our lives. At times, we meet me say, Reverend, they be an hour, sorry. Why are they ubu and I'm saying, Debbie, me and Pedu baby and fool. But I've masterminded how to control my temper. And you know, idea oye me a me fool no minim how meye no. Se me hwe na me tra na me fool I will move out. And moving out, no, by the time maybe back, no, now whatever issue you were bringing up, no, you are done and everything is settled. And I will not harbor it in me, because if I harbor it in me, I may harm home. And these are some of the things as a practitioner you need to understand. First of all, you need to forgive. Forgiveness is number one as a practitioner, because when you forgive, it enables your chakras to work properly, because this your biomagnetic energy system that I'm talking about coordinates with these higher entities. It is not the physical flesh, as I'm standing here, that coordinates with these higher entities. It is the biomagnetic energy system or the field, which is your chakras, you know, that coordinates with these angels, trees. There are trees that will talk for you to understand. I have a colleague with just his hobby is to go and to the wood side. That is the countryside where they have the wood. Excuse me to say, in Ghana, you need babies. The only place we have, I think I know. I know is every botanical gardens where when you go, you can have a little bit of 1 or 2 trees to walk within. But outside, you can get multi-million wood field to walk on. And these are different species of woods anyway. And this friend of mine will ask you, Charlie, can you help me to take a stroll? Because going in the woods, at times you might meet a deer, you might meet something that is dangerous, and you need someone to accompany you. But as far as when you are attacked, the other person can help you to come out of it. And you see, we move together at times. We are 3, we are 4. Then we all move together. And when these trees, the smell of them, we are able to tell, say, this tree can help with malaria. This tree can help with madness. This tree can help with maybe hepatitis. You see, it tells you how these trees work. How the senses of smell, that the 6 senses, the smell one can communicate with it. So if you're a practitioner, you need to be very careful in your daily activities, where you go, the things you meet. Okay, you might have stumbled on a talisman or a charm that can destroy whatever that you are doing. When you get home, immediately you should be able to cleanse your system so that this charm does not give you excessive migraine. And this cleansing at times, we use these trees or these plants for such purposes. And at the same time, these plants that we use as practitioners to cleanse ourselves, to enable our biomagnetic energy system to be very active, the same plants serve as medicinal to those who come to us. So, for instance, during the COVID, a lot of people were being attacked in the States and in the kingdom. And then I remember a friend of mine got attacked. And a friend was Charlie, me down. And that week, I was expecting money from that friend of mine. Not money for personal use, but money to do something for him. And his people were expecting, say, they will be coming for the money at my end. And see, I had already informed them that the following day afternoon, they should call me and then I'll send my driver to bring them the money, in addition to whatever I have to buy for his old lady. Now, my friend also, when I COVID or COVID man or tested COVID, that time, now you were working from home, and those who go to work, then it means it's necessary to also COVID man. And to a COVID man, he tested positive for COVID, and he was so down and by, and I was like, what tested positive for COVID? And oh yeah, also Charlie Binia, see the COVID, no HIV, why a diama. Let me say this near first. HIV, why a diama? You be HIV at all crab in your beat. My country could be a HIV as COVID is when I had and seriously, that time, COVID was very deadly. It was very deadly because there had not been a vaccine. They hadn't detected the vaccine. You can vaccinate yourself against this COVID. There was no medication. All you need to do was certain physical practice like eat hot food, drink hot things, and other stuff. That people who recovered from it came out saying. And when I was like, so when I COVID, get some cloves, get alligator pepper, get ginger, get Xylopia ethiopica, blend them together, prepare tea out of it, and add honey to it, and take it as tea. Drink it twice a day. Make sure you drink it hot, and don't make it too thick. Don't make it too thick. Make it in a tea like light. It should be light, and a little bit of honey in it. After taking for first day, the very day of Fremund, or take it that time, or that the whole day, because it was in the morning, and then I may expect it transfer in every no. So I transfer from his account to my account. So now, or take it, or that the whole day, my friend, now I feel my worried. My friend and I mean, around 8 in the evening, Ghana time, and our friend will say, hey, Ralph, thanks so. When I'm saying, I say, hey, when we say for the past 2 weeks, me now, but let me know what is actually wrong with me. I thought, say, Abia, coffee na me could my no, and on an air course, sir. So, after taking that medication, for 3-4 days, he did the test again and tested negative. But that's what I say. He did the test again and tested negative. And that time, I said, what more now? Who quite my area? One quite my area. It's or take the opportunity, say, when you or the bed train for 2 weeks, as I or recover. So what I say, or the bed train for 2 weeks, as I or recover. So you can imagine, say, not me, say, ABI, Jaribi, or what say, a choir over Fasua, obey Yeninia, and what would happen to him? He might have died. The same thing happens to you. You should know how plants can help to cleanse yourself from certain negative energies that they attach themselves to you. Just a mere sexual intercourse, okay, with the opposite sex can cause you a whole lot of damage. It can dim your vision. When I talk about vision, I'm talking about your sense of seeing spiritually. It can dim it, okay, by having sexual intercourse with someone with maybe a higher negative forces can dim your ability to see, can dim your ability to think, can dim your ability to feel, can dim your ability to smell, can dim the ability to taste. You know, by just tasting something, you can determine if it is evil or good when you are spiritually inclined. Okay, you can determine whether it is good or not. And you know, and we have to start practicing this. And you know, yes, we are a spiritual person. You know, why you bibi or no spell be also ran up no akwa kika boom spell way there may hear for this and that. No. I was said one or two things are it will cleanse the system, you know, from negativities. Okay, and Ebini said we better adapt plants. Okay, plants, salt, holy water. Okay, we better all this. These are not spells. These are spiritual items that you can apply to yourself. It will surround up, you bath with them. They are also with the surround, so you use it. For you to be very sure of yourself, it is always advisable to get a spiritual perfume oil. So, you will smell a fragrance, a sweet fragrance. It's not a perfume. It's a spiritual oil that I've used. And this spiritual oil that I've used, you know, enable me to see spiritually. It enhances my vision. It enhances all the senses. Okay, so I don't just use it for if I'm not going out. Me use when I'm going out to work. But that's what I say. Me use when I'm going out to work. And I say me will fear. Na say me nko baby anso because attacks bit me free baby aba no nti me use me what they me use e wo fie so so I'm saying that here nti baby depending on the occasion wo no and the occasion you find yourself no any dia obe use nti shedding so for a practitioner there what I will recommend for you no because I know the time being is with you. I remember I said me call US recently, my luggage, a delay, armor. Fortunately for me, I had my personal oil that I use with me in my purse. I don't know, baby, I'm a piano, I come home. But that's what I say. And I don't know, me use here till maybe 2 weeks, I'm a samba back. Me nyamana ama, me be do ye after a month or so, and sana make cousin Ephraim say Nensaka. So you can imagine say make one man prepare me one. So you should always have as for your daily safety, no, always have a purse. In that purse, you might have maybe 50 ml of holy water in it, maybe 50 ml of oil, spiritual oil, a womb. Maybe you have a little bottle of certain leaves, salt. Those ones, no, send physically, no. When I'm doing a prayer, your first aid way, no. You should have that first aid purse that will be with you all the time. In the end, to cry or passport to me ship a can will be at me ship a can. But that's what I say. And the motion na a bebuam. We should adapt how you discipline yourself, how you adapt certain things helps you in your daily activities to avoid attacks. For instance, say me too kwan and I can be me personal oil na me use no e kokko share me luggage and nobody ko share nobody ko baby cargo kwa. You can imagine say anka I'm paralyzed, I don't have any oil. I feel na me ko pay ingredients I be prepare oil. So what if from the plane to if there's an attacker, what happens? But just what I say, what happens to me? It means I will be hit. But because I was prepared, I had my first aid purse with me. I don't know whatever that I needed to cleanse the system, the biomagnetic system, na ewo and then here be also to work with, with that person, na ewo. So I was able to work. The funny thing is, the oil is very expensive, so me using kakra. But the kakra farm and somewhere, kakra become atadi, na kakra become body ni baby. That is it, and it can go for more than 72 hours. For more than 72 hours, so it is very, very, very active. Now, the medical juma any mention now was me use as at the same time. But that's what I say. It was funny, but interesting, and I learned a lot from it. Say, no matter how it is, you should always keep something that you work with you. Carry it along with you. Now, to avoid you having a prophetic, to avoid you missing your prophetic dreams, please make sure that these plants that are surrounding us, you get close to the ones that gives you prophetic dreams. Dandelion plant will give you a prophetic dream. Dandelion plant will give you a prophetic dream. Until what the leaf of dandelion plant, now the two pillars, now that's why it can give you a prophetic dream. And as a spiritual practitioner, you should be able to live a day before it starts. And living a day before it starts, machirem, whereby you get the cassava and other ingredients. The newcomers should make a research from your colleagues, your earlier colleagues from last semester, and they will teach you how to live a day before it starts. Practice it, and it will go a long way to help you. When you do it the first time, maybe don't give up. Do it the second time. Do it until the whole day ahead of you is given to you, and then you go through it. It's like walking through a hall. You go through it, so this desk is here, that table is there, that chair is there. So what I say, all that. As a spiritual person, it helps you to know those who will confront you with anger the previous or the coming day. And also. So you need to understand all this. And it will go a long way to help you. Mami Muzu na me ba comment akraba. Producer, comment about Facebook. Okay, me ba you better share comment about Facebook and YouTube. Na who question keep your question coming. But those of you in US and so you can start booking your appointments. I'm coming any moment from now. Maybe most starting muku mo time number no egu mo screen so no se mo fra ye ombe buku mo na time a obetibi ehia me no ya ma hu se ube New Yorker mo amowo New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and in New York, I think say you can check with the New York office. With the New York office. And with the New York office, na fena me set up continue. The best thing is over for a UK number na go screen so no. No why your reservation. So Ghana so na be say won your reservation ma unua or US na say and also ubetimi afre a Ghana number na e wo screen so no. Me pacho ma menu nzu na me ba ye beto aso. Ye ba behwe how we can use another formula to encounter these spiritual attacks that comes to us as practitioners. Me pacho me dane me ho ma penso no manom no maba.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Click TV.
Oh yes, Click TV, your number one spiritual and entertainment TV.
Is it? Okay, welcome back. Baby, I will hear me piano. I had a click telegram class. Telegram class, the hand made the pa, you swing your maybe a phone call, go hanum say, by hearing one me may kitua almost or mobile. It's me patch up, say, when it you will be swing by ya, and your bra, you swing by you. So I must show. Think positive. Think positive. Be na make no good be bibi a wasua akọ deep. Se obi esua computer ekọ deep a your friend computer wizard. Obi sua be ekọ obi sua computer ekọ animu a your friend computer wizard. And you know, say if I'm talking about say be penina kasa energy na meaning say when it comes to plants and I use plants, okay, me all you cry me use no a plant in the air, me candle, me incense, me bibia a plants and anything from the universe. Me I don't use anything that is blood related. Anything blood related can affect me as the practitioner, so I don't use it. But that's what I say. That doesn't mean where I schooled, they don't teach us that. But if you no be one more or no baby usuya no, obet me a use blood related onya problem. But maybe be a usuya no. I was made to understand say when you use one blood for your spiritual gain, there are consequences that you will bear. I am very careful. More US in so na me kai mo say be pacho mo be wo Ghana na opese mo kuma wonua number obetimi afre ene wo screen so no. Se wo amano ne so a me pacho frɛ UK number no producer de beto screen so na onsa kan see afre ube frɛ UK number no na wopuku me da so Ghana me nko me pacho enti a free man dey ekodo mo betimi start afre ene na mo make appointment. So move from Mekajem say appointment is closed. Na Abia it is moved to this day no me pacho. You can still call. Me wahanum say why? Me waha you can still call. Now when you go to YouTube comments a crowd honum some mighty odote or say good evening. I was yelling for the today's class. Thank God for today's class. Oh, there's no way this semester we are going to mix any day. This semester, I mix any day. After counseling, I will just come and then teach. After everything, I will come and teach. And because of the digital TV now, you know, much attention call that side, because as at now, me connect into digital channel no, and you know, I'm on any phone. They are much easier. See, maybe use internet, but almost you know, it is very difficult. And so I see a dream on home, and you know, may nearby on a digital platform. Send a baby you can join the Telegram class live and then watch. From Inusa Ibrahim, also good evening, Reverend. Good evening, Mr. Inusa Ibrahim. From Kwamna Buache. Kwamna Buache ni nuaba. Omuhadi yo. Kwabra huye. Okay. Also good to be here. Good to be here. That is good, Kwamna. That is good. From Kwamna Buache again, also, please, has Click TV started on digital TV platform? Yes, we are working on it. As at now, when you go to where the TV channel is located, they are working seriously on it to make sure that they can put us on the platform for the test transmission. And you know, we'll look forward for us. We are coming very soon. We are coming very soon. My NGBR, you will see us on your TV in your bedroom, on the TV in your living room, TV in the kitchen. You will see us on it. Now, the next one that we will look at as a practitioner, meditation is very, very important. Every practitioner that does not meditate is not a good practitioner. Every practitioner that does not meditate is not a good practitioner. From my background, I come from a background whereby I know that you wake up early in the morning, go to, if you don't have a meditation room or an inner chamber, you wake up early and you go to your office, lock yourself up, stay there for 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes, and elaborate on some of the issues that happened previously and the ones that you have ahead of you. How will you be able to tackle all of them? How will you be able to tackle all of them? And during meditation, nature reveals a lot to us. During meditation, nature reveals a lot to us. Most people, meditation is not for spiritual practitioners alone, it's not for good spiritual practitioners alone, but for bad spiritual practitioners as well. For the bad spiritual practitioners, during meditation, they can cast a spell on you if you are not protected. During meditation, they can cast a spell on you. Why am I saying this? During meditation, they can do the astral projection. They are in inner chamber. Nobody goes there. Okay? Nobody goes there. And they just come out of their body and start roaming. And before so no be free, you know, we di kan kone nam ne junction so akone nam baby hu se na hote ansa na wo free during the time of meditation. And you say, if you happen to stumble on him, okay, stumble on him, he can do something against you. Because astral projection, when you project and someone with other force, when I talk of force, I mean energy, tries to encounter you, it can affect you. Yes, you will feel the pain. Okay, the so now projecting will feel the pain. And you say, "Opiesa no kone bia wo kwadwuma." Now you happens to see who and now you happens to see him or her. Say so ni nam ho, but why dream koso say yesu. Na ebia wo de card boom futuro gu no ho, ana say uye bibia ebi ebe ha no a obo nsugu no ho ana bibia obetimi cast spell on you, and that spell no before see ebe yi no na wa bra no. So the bad ones, most of them before so be free no. No ebi wa cast spell on about 50 people in a day. And what people, the bad ones, they will do, they say, before they leave to their place of work, they cast spells on people, and then at the same time, whilst they are casting the spell, they reveal to you, say, come and see, come to this place, you will find me there, and I will remove the spell. But just what I say. So at times, when you are going to work, there may be certain issues, so your meditation now, the energies that you are working with will reveal to you, say, a spell has been cast upon someone. The person is coming. What they say, I cast a spell on someone. The palm tree does a whole lot of things. Palm tree does a whole lot of things. But that's what I say. You cast a spell on someone. In the panel, or that or you share any, the palm tree. In 15 one when they share honor peno unse a yellowish bisa na pusa pe alligator pepper kakra na eno so blend na fafra na nipa no fadware no na man na ho na on dry whatever spell bia no a ya cast on the person no first aid e be yi afri nipa no nti say we a practitioner now you feel say a spell has been cast on you, you can use it as well. But for instance, say, what do you now someone has done an occultic spell. Now you don't have the remedy to that spell no, at that moment. You can use the palm leaves, no, the branches, no, the yellowish one, you can use that one and alligator pepper and a bit of salt if you want to amplify it. A bit of salt. Na fedware fa hofuro di pa no fa hofuro no from the tea ebesi ne na ase na man ntra ho and dry. Especially you need to do that with the sun energy. Do that with the sun energy. To say oh yes sir ubom say enipa no afi dia oh ya de hwe enye biem no before said ho be dry no enye say oban o man atena wo wiemu ana aye you do it when the sun is up. Into woman na owiem obeda nwum, but within the shortest time we won't say that energy na kata no so no ebe lift na why free and ultimate pacho share no so. During meditation all these things can be revealed to you, and during meditation the most important is say you can light incense. You can light incense. Light an incense to enhance your meditation. Light an incense to enhance your meditation. Or you can play cool music. There are certain jazz that you can play, and ubosa jazz na ebeboa to meditate, to focus on what you are doing, to reveal a lot to you. That's just what I say. This is, I'm giving you from point of experience. This is not point of theory, point of experience. At times, we by my office, na me bo, why about my office will be able to testify this. Okay, both outside and in Ghana. Oba be na me bo. Okay, ebi one more na me bo me R&B. Ebi one na me bo me jazz. Ebuana me bom ya sapon so ho ebuana me bom ya sapon meaning has a meaning. Okay, it all has a meaning. And during your meditation you should have a selection of relaxation music or sound that you can play, and it will help the soul to work properly and timbajo motion song, because certain occult attacks, when it hits you, you feel very depressed. And when you are depressed, who's mentally deranged and automatically what they will think, they say mentally you are gone. mentally you are gone. And a lot of spiritual people have been classified as physically, mentally deranged as a result of a spell that was cast on them or have been cast on them. Now, meditation and summoning of higher entities or demons is different from meditation is different from summon of higher entities and demons. So you should know that meditation is giving the body time to relax, to reflect within itself, because it's been working 24/7. It worked the whole day, the whole night. What's our done? The body, the soul too was working. So it is that 30 minutes and now 1 hour now the meditation. You know, that is when both the body and then the soul come into realization. And if you are having depression, you see, every spiritual person has a blade around them. When you come, I have a very sharp blade in my office. I made them put it in a nice decoration. In being fun home but that's what I say. It is very sharp blade. Now you need it. Every spiritual person needs this sharp blade, and most people outside commit suicide as a result of this by using their own blade. Otiminya attack, basanko ye meditation anka obehu the symptoms of the attack, no, because during the meditation, no, you will not be able to think straight. So you will know, say yes, if you are under attack. Instance will hold my oswa, it will clear that symptoms in a from you. But just what I say, it's emotion as practitioners. Meditation is very, very important. There's no way you can go without meditation. And during meditation, so when you say meditation, I mentioned during meditation, please turn off your TV set. Obu because I'm rev. So osi e monyo me na me bono. Me ni system bia me TV na me dey engineer bia nka me connect me call online and now can me bo enwumro from the TV. So obo from the TV, it can distract you to meditate. And you learn how to do with that music. It will go a long way to help you. You need to turn off your TV sets, your radio sets, anything that will distract you. That is why make us say I was say obo sa enwumono e was say cool na ode hwe hawa enyema ebeko. But just what I say, because whilst you are meditating, you are fighting against other forces, okay, that you meet in a day. That you meet in a day. This goes for the practitioners. Okay, this goes for practitioners. So your way of poor thinking, if you meditate, changes. The benefit of meditation, your way of poor thinking, how you assess issues when they come to you, changes. When issues arises, how you resolve them, it changes. When you think issues that are coming to you cannot have solutions to them, they will change. But you need to have time for the body and the soul. Having time for the body and the soul is the meditation. And the coin and I mention, but just what I say. At times, ultimate tra otoso no account na mi no ashim now the onsano atoso say no why you onsane say. But just what I say, now to why you onsane say. Now whatever it is, no, just close your eyes. Okay, shut the eyes, shut the ears. Say, oh boy, no more, leave the ears open. Say, oh boy, no, leave the ears open. Now, ma, sometime we will say certain things will start coming to you. Hey, be now what wrong will be now when you say you've wronged the person. During the meditation, you know. So the benefits of meditation, that is one of it. During meditation, you get to know say, I am ye ni pay, my ye. So you correct it instantly. As a spiritual person, you don't repeat your mistakes. And it's meditation that can correct you. Okay, it's meditation that can correct you. If you master meditation and cut through your inner being activities, most of these physical things that we go through will become very simple to you. If you master meditation and cut through your inner being, you go beyond what the normal human being can see. Most of these physical things or physical challenges that we go through becomes very much easier to you. You are able to tell who is doing this and who is doing that. Okay, that is why every spiritual person that you see that is very powerful, talk less. Talk less. When you go to them, they talk less. Not that they are being rude and they don't want to listen to whatever you are saying, but basically what is happening is they are listening to your problem, and as they are listening to it, they go to your past and your present to get solution to it. So you may see them there, but they may be a little bit away from you. So that is meditation for you. Meditation for you. When you go to YouTube from Kwaku Amuzu, or say, hello, please, I am new here. Kwaku, welcome. I hired click Telegram class. Say, you new, I'm a pacho. You can watch some of the previous Telegram class and you understand the whole lectures. Why? You understand the whole lectures. What I'm treating here today is if you are a spiritual practitioner, you've become a spiritual practitioner at the end of the day. Okay, you've graduated from my school as a spiritual practitioner at the end of the day. How do you avoid daily attacks? So the things you can practice, the daily practice of avoiding attacks is, as a practitioner, that is what may discuss with Hano. And so you can go back to the previous lectures and you get most of them. Why? Obadi Israel. When you go to Facebook, Benjamin is there, Benjamin Kofi. Benjamin was a good evening, Reverend. Good evening, Benjamin. I hope say Bibi Aboko from Stephen Apia or say location. I don't know which kind of location you are talking about, but if you call the office line, they will give you whatever information you want, and they will give you whatever information you want. Do that, and then it will go a long way to help you. Another thing that you need to practice every day is banishing. Banishing, the banishing formula. Okay, the banishing formula is what you need to mastermind. Mastermind the banishing formula. The banishing formula are short daily formulas for grounding and centering, connecting with the divine, defining the sacred space, and clearing away discursive spirits and forces. So if per se on grande unya ahoden ema ho ka se grande na on say you see po ni ye de enyema gugu ase to make it strong. That is grounding. As a spiritual practitioner, you need to ground yourself. You need to ground yourself. If you are not able to ground yourself, it will go a long way to harm you. It will go a long way to harm you. So you need to ground yourself. Most famous example for such formula or thoughts are Order of the Golden Dawn. Okay, the banishing formula of the pentagram. So I hope you all know the pentagram. Oh, I'm a class, you should be able to know the pentagram. I spoke about it last semester. I spoke about it, and even this semester I mentioned the pentagram. So you should be able to know. Okay, when you are banishing, you have to know all this. And then you need to consider the important formula at least once a day. Once a day. So a formula for banishing, you need to learn one formula for banishing, which you practice at least once a day. So ebia free your place of practice. Now we do a fear, and I say before I'll be free, you place you meet people and then listen to their issues. No, you do the banishing of these spirits or these entities. Okay, they attach themselves to any objects that you can find. And banishing, if you are leaving the office, at least you should have an incense that you burn whilst you are leaving. And the safety first. Now, this incense, we have incense burners that are highly fireproof. Okay, they prevent fire. Even if you live in very likely to occur fire prone, these incense burners can prevent fire. Okay, so what you do is get this kind of incense burners and burn an incense for banishing before you leave the office. We have candles that can help you to banish as well, so you can burn them as well to banish any demonic entity or energy during the time of your work might have come in contact with you, and you are leaving behind in your office. And remember, when you leave them behind, by the time you come, they will multiply. They will multiply. So you need to banish them. So they are like mosquitoes. So when you are leaving, you need to set up this incense, this candle, this diffuser to clear your workplace, your work tools. So if you work with a sword, if you work with whatever that you work with, you put them on the table, light it, and once they are there, they will be cleared. They will be cleared. And at times too, you need to apply certain liquid to clear them, cleanse them, okay, to get rid of these attached demons or energies to this your spiritual tools. Normally, spiritual tools are used, no. These negative energies, no, because that is the easiest way for them to follow you wherever you are going to work. But that's what I say. For them to follow you wherever you are going to work. And this baby, I hope I no, or beba about betare home na one ako. And this set on fanon me pacho a pauchowa a better say obe ehu hawa obey you my friend by getting your holy water to clean them, okay, by cleaning them with holy water every evening after your work or every morning. But it's advisable to do it before you leave, or you have a holy oil for the cleansing, for the banishing, for the banishing. You sprinkle some within your working environment and it gets rid of them, okay? It gets rid of them. In the course of banishing, the reason why you are banishing is, you see, spirits are very competitive. You are competing against other spirits. And this competition, you are helping the person to come out. And helping the person to come out is not going to be easy. But just what I say, that is why if you're a spiritual practitioner, you need to humble yourself, because idea will be cry or seeking help from one can give you an idea to obi a waba we need solution to the problem. So you need to humble yourself in dealing with people, because when it comes to conquering, you need to be able to conquer a major space. Okay, you need to be able to conquer a major space. If you are able to conquer, then it means you are the king of that environment. So baby, we are juma, we need authority or no more. How do you help people as a practitioner? That's just what I say. We see then about Abu Amam for. There's no way you can help others. No. There's no way you can help others. So you need to know how to do that. You need to learn how to do all these things. Without waiting much time, handsome, age nature or trimming the day, and you know, mean we see much time. My mobile one or two pieces. Another one that you need to do. Space no. Ebia no obi aba. Nipa no the first time I was able to we say obedu we no before so obe full stop top no ya je consultation fee. Waka kire me sabi man tell him about no business no. Who nya je a there's no way I'm make it. All the way from the northern region and Abba. Such a person is one or better and wako. But that's what I say. So you need to understand all this and learn offering. Learn how to give. Learn how to make offering to the entities that you work with. There are times that I buy expensive oil and then I sprinkle it around where I work. Or I polish the oil with the table, my chair, the tools that I work with. I polish them with. And you ask yourself, say, Reverend, what is $2,380? How I got oil to polish the things you work with? It's a way of making sure, say, the tools that I work with is clean. Okay, so when those higher entities visit to assist me in my daily practice, when they come out, the place is very good. Environment and music here is very, very good. So I have no way to know, there's no way I will enter. So you have nothing. There are personal and other things. I don't think I will stay. Those who work with me, anything far, they see what you see. That's what I say. We need to understand. So meaning if I come and then I perceive something far, I leave it. And then the two that I'm working with, I begin to understand how can these entities come from? They will leave. They will leave. That is what I say. So we need to understand all this. Some mighty that was it. How do we get the increase? Some please, Fred, some of the increase you want more. Now, shop, MTB, where you work for, you can get a spiritual item. You can get a spiritual item. When you go to that is where the spiritual shop is. You get that oil. Cleanse them. Tell the Omoba, they will still happy to work with me. Okay, use these oils from me. In the oils that I use, okay, the list of them. If I tell you, you go like, so why do you do that? Okay, I buy them and use them. So that they are use energy, you work anytime I buy them. Why you say the Lord bless you and keep you as well. Bless you to such blessing wherever this morning. The pastor can tell you about you being the things there are more to it. Look for make research. Hannah, send your questions to the main page. The way to much more now, all the questions on the main page, I will answer it for you. I will answer it. Once answered, then maybe other groups are the questions. Back. Now, more landing, so we catch them say, men promise him so, before CBD Bunya, na Mohumeni. Before CBD Bunya, no Mohumeni. Men promise him. Why? Maybe before CBD Bunya, na landing for Mohumeni. Landing for, we patch all landing now per se, Umbukuma unia, our US, a patch all for landing na manotoso. Na omumfre sa namba no se wo US nso na Canada baby a wo bia opese umbuku no me patcho frɛ number ye wu screen ombebuku me patcho se wo Ghana hanso na pese umbuku ma unua oba wo fast bia owo US no me hia me so me patcho frɛ Ghana number no patcho frɛ no so to so e ma me to so mama pacho Ghana na man na wo no ubetimi afre eno so onsa beka me oba de nka ho megidi se anopai awie anwumrei ba bia wo bia no dia uye bia no wode akomapa ene akomafita ene eye na adwenbone a yedi yadwuma de enye se oye ne sa bibia wo ye bia no ubenya positive results Obadi enko bibi aho nyame adoma Monday yebehia kai hu Sunday a general discussion with Mr. Handsome whereby you can call in and ask questions. And you know obadi enko bibi aho nyame adoma Sunday 7 o'clock pepepe yebehia to make it a date. Bye bye.
Click TV.